elected and appointed cabinet members have diplomatic immunity as long as their government is in power. We need to change that. That got to change. We got to change that. If you are involved in illegal stuff in the U.S. or wherever, you do not have diplomatic immunity. We can change that. We ain't giving no criminals diplomatic immunity. No. In our parliament? No, sir, we can change that. And so a government has to come to parliament who is going to fix the law so that whether you are in parliament or out of parliament, if you are breaking the law, the diplomatic immunity becomes null and void. You ain't getting no diplomatic immunity to misrepresent the Bahamian people and be involved in criminal activities. So we got to change that. So we need to elect a government that is prepared to change that. Because we don't want anybody to feel that they can get in office and just be criminals and just take advantage of it because they have the right to do so in public office. This person says, there's a problem, however. Elected and appointed cabinet members have diplomatic immunity as long as their government is in power. Which brings me to the reason why I am writing this confession. Deputy Prime Minister Chester Cooper is now sabotaging his government so that the opposition can win the next election and leaving his current cabinet members exposed for future extraditions. Once these extraditions occur, then he can better position himself to become Prime Minister 5 years later. He will keep his reputation intact and use my agency to eliminate his political rivals. I am a Mormon Christian and I cannot stand by in good faith and allow this to happen to your country. This might all sound like a hoax, as I am certain your Deputy Prime Minister will claim it to be. But my planned resignation from the agency in the upcoming weeks will be proof that what I am saying is 100% factual. Time will tell. This is far-fetched. I don't believe it. It sounds like crap, but let's wait and see. It is what it is. Or let's be only reading off the paper. But that's the story. Yeah, that one there, I a little concerned with that. I don't believe that. I ain't gonna let them sabotage Chester Cooper like that. Allegedly. Anyhow, it is what it is. Now, let me make sure I leave with nothing else. All right, let's move on. Now down to a little bit of lucha politics. And some other stuff. Okay, so y'all know Silva shut down. Silva went into bankruptcy, and then Silva went out of existence. Silva has fallen apart. Silva has been taken over by another company, and that company has shut down all of Silva's flights to all of Silva's routes. And so that is an entire disaster in itself. Now, what has happened is the Bahamasair has elected to now take on Silva's routes. So what is happening is Bahamasair said as of this month, June something, they would be taking over Silva's routes. And so that is actually happening. And we're going to continue to follow that story. So Bahamasair is taking over Silva's routes, but that's not the problem. The problem is that Silva went out of business owing their employees, their Bahamian employees, over $100,000. And so those employees, Silva shut down and those employees got left holding the bag, and they're saying that they're going to pay the employees once they didn't sell off Silva's assets, but nobody knows when that will be, and there is no timeline for when those employees will get their money. So that is a whole crisis. And the Bahamas Department of Labor has failed the Silva's employees, and they are disappointed in labor because labor is unable to assist them in getting their monies. And these people need their monies.